All right, we're going to get started. I split this beef tips big pack in half. I'm going to season it with some of this taco enchilada seasoning and sear it and then dump it into a crock pot with a few other things, including this enchilada sauce and maybe an onion. We'll see what else I can throw in there. All right, I seared the beef tips, and then what I did, because there's a bunch of good flavor at the bottom, I put in like a half cup of water, a scoop of bouillon, beef bouillon, and that small can of enchilada sauce. I'm just heating it up in here so I can get all the bits off the bottom. And then we're going to go dump this on top of our beef tips in the crock pot. Would you look at that? All right, beef tips are browned. Put it in there. Set it on low and just forget it for a while. So, in the moment, feeling super overwhelmed by the amount of things that need to get done, want to get done, really should get done. The stress of prioritizing. What can my body actually accomplish? What would make me happy? What would do all the things? So, try and take a deep breath and just chill out, because not everything has to get done immediately. It's all about pacing and getting things done as you can. Priorities have won. I need to take care of this mess before I can continue on. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to set a timer for like 5, maybe 10 minutes and see what I can get done. All right, we did a number on the dishes. Next was cleaning out the fridge. We purchased 3 rotisserie chickens from Sam's Club yesterday, broke them all down, and had to deal with the carcasses today. So that was taking up a lot of room in the fridge. So what I do is I save all my veggie scraps in the freezer, and then when I have the bones, then I make like bone broth. So I have one in the Instapot now. Just the easiest, fastest way to do it, and it turns out delicious every time. And then I'm just gonna put the other 2 carcasses with some veggies in the freezer, and we'll get to making bone broth again soon. All right, the bone broth that we got, a quart, almost 2 quarts, you know. Look how golden that is and beautiful. That's gonna taste amazing and be so nutritious. All right, I got 4 bags vacuum sealed from those rotisserie chickens. There's another meal's worth in the fridge right now, and we ate a ton of it yesterday. So I would say for 3 chickens, we get at least 2 meals out of each chicken worth, or out of each bird, and then whatever I use the broth for. So that's pretty good. Sometimes we get 3 meals of chicken. It just depends. But these are going right in the freezer, so we have perfectly cooked chicken whenever we need it. All right, next thing we're jumping into is my daughter's request, homemade Star Crunch. Absolutely delicious, game-changing, and really only a few ingredients, few instructions. So all we gotta do is get some milk, butter, and caramels into here. We also do the chocolate, but what I have learned from making this before is I wait until the caramels are almost completely melted before I add the entire bag of chocolate chips in. Because if you do that chocolate right away when it says, sometimes the chocolate gets a little bit burnt. So wait until your caramels are almost melted. We're going to heat this up and get it going and just kind of keep stirring here and there. So super simple. Let's keep going. It's a satisfying swirling effect. Really. It's more enjoyable when you have your kids do it for you.
Yeah.
The mixing part, yeah. All right, there they are. Let me show you they're bendy, but they hold together. It's exactly what you're looking for. Absolute perfection.